The story of Jackie Chan is often told through laughter, action, and breathtaking stunts, but beneath the cinematic energy lies a life shaped by struggle and sacrifice. Over decades, he transformed martial arts cinema by blending physical comedy with real danger, creating a style that felt alive and unrepeatable. Yet every fall on screen carried a hidden cost off screen. This is not just a tale of fame, but of endurance forged in hardship, where discipline replaced comfort early in life. From childhood deprivation to global recognition, his journey reflects both triumph and quiet personal sacrifice that rarely appears behind the camera lights. Childhood hunger and early separation. Jackie Chan's earliest years were marked by poverty, hunger, and emotional distance. Born in Hong Kong in 1954 to working-class parents employed at a foreign consulate, he grew up in an environment where survival came before comfort. Meals were uncertain, and stability was fragile. When his parents left for Australia seeking work, he was separated from them at a young age, left to navigate loneliness far too early. That absence shaped his emotional world, teaching him self-reliance before he fully understood childhood itself. Hunger was not just physical but emotional, embedding itself into his memory as a constant reminder of instability and longing. Training at the China Drama Academy. At just 7 years old, he was enrolled in the China Drama Academy under strict training that would define his physical and mental foundation. Life there was relentless, governed by discipline and repetition. Days began before sunrise and ended long after exhaustion had set in, filled with acrobatics, martial arts, and performance drills. Comfort was non-existent and mistakes were met with immediate correction. The training shaped resilience but demanded sacrifice, replacing childhood with structure and obedience. In this environment, endurance became survival. Though harsh, it built the foundation of movement and precision that later became central to his cinematic identity and global recognition. The Seven Little Fortunes and Rising Discipline. As part of the performance group known as the Seven Little Fortunes, Jackie Chan developed his craft under intense observation and constant repetition. Every movement had to be precise, every flip and stance executed without hesitation. Audiences saw elegance and effortlessness, but behind it was relentless conditioning and physical strain. The troupe trained not for comfort but for perfection, often pushing their bodies beyond natural limits. These years instilled timing, rhythm, and awareness that would later define his screen presence. More importantly, they taught him how to continue despite fatigue or pain, embedding discipline so deeply that it became instinct rather than choice. Early career and the birth of a new style. When he transitioned into film, Jackie Chan struggled initially to find his place in martial arts cinema dominated by rigid seriousness. His breakthrough came when he introduced something new, action fused with humor, where mistakes became choreography and danger became storytelling. Films like Drunken Master redefined audience expectations, showing a hero who could fall, recover, and continue fighting with charm and authenticity. This innovation set him apart from traditional action stars. He was no longer just performing fights, he was creating experiences that felt human, unpredictable, and alive, reshaping martial arts cinema into something more relatable and emotionally engaging. Injury, risk, and the price of authenticity. With success came increasing physical risk. Jackie Chan became known for performing his own stunts, often refusing safety measures that others relied on. Broken bones, concussions, and near-fatal accidents became part of his career history. On one occasion, a severe injury to his skull left him permanently affected, a reminder of how far he pushed his body for realism, yet he continued working, driven by commitment to authenticity on screen. Each film carried invisible scars earned through repetition of danger. His willingness to endure pain elevated his performances, but also built a lifetime of physical consequences that no applause could erase. Family distance and emotional cost. Behind the public image of success, personal relationships carried strain. Long working hours and constant travel created emotional distance between him and his family. His son grew up largely in the shadow of fame rather than presence, experiencing a father who was often physically absent. Gifts and financial support replaced time, but emotional connection remained limited. Jackie Chan later acknowledged that providing materially did not equal being present emotionally. The imbalance created misunderstandings that deepened over time. While his career demanded sacrifice, it also took moments that could not be recovered, leaving quiet emotional gaps within his family. Life that persisted for years. The struggles of his son and public fallout. His son, J.C. Chan, eventually faced his own challenges, including a public legal issue that drew widespread attention and criticism. The incident placed additional emotional weight on the family, forcing reflection on distance, upbringing, and responsibility. Jackie Chan responded not with public defense but with restraint, emphasizing accountability over protection. The situation revealed the complexity of their relationship, shaped by absence, expectation, and misunderstanding. Though reconciliation efforts followed, the emotional recovery remained gradual. Their interactions became more measured, marked by respect but also lingering distance, reflecting years of missed communication and differing perspectives on discipline, independence, and family responsibility. Reflection, legacy, and enduring humanity. Over time, Jackie Chan's perspective on life and success evolved. He began to reflect more openly on the cost of fame, acknowledging both achievements and regrets. His legacy in cinema remains undeniable, influencing generations of filmmakers and performers across the world. Yet beyond action sequences and global recognition, his story carries a human dimension shaped by endurance, sacrifice, and emotional complexity. He stands as a figure who pushed physical limits while confronting personal limitations. His journey reflects the duality of greatness, the ability to inspire millions while navigating private struggles that rarely appear behind the public image. Outro, Beyond the Legend. The life of Jackie Chan is not defined solely by stunts, applause, or cinematic milestones, but by the silent weight of choices made over decades. Every fall on screen symbolized both artistic commitment and physical cost, while every success carried unseen personal trade-offs. His story reflects a broader truth about ambition and endurance, that greatness often demands sacrifice in forms that are not immediately visible. Beyond the legend lies a human being shaped by hunger, discipline, distance, and resilience. In the end, his legacy is not only what he performed, but what he endured to make those performances possible.